a legend for its speed, but a hunted one, and a vulnerable one. One that has to work very hard to keep alive in today's world. They live life in the fast lane and are paying the price. Acynonix jubatus. The cheetah belongs to the family Felidae and shares a common ancestor with the puma and jaguar, from which they diverged approximately 6 to 8 million years ago. There are 4 recognized subspecies of cheetah. AJ jubatus, the southeast African. AJ sumerengi, the northeast African. AJ hecki, northwest African. And AJ venaticus, the Asiatic cheetah. The name cheetah ultimately comes from Sanskrit and means variegated, adorned, or painted. Historically, cheetahs were found across Africa and parts of Asia. Today, they are mainly confined to Africa and a small population in central Iran. Their range has significantly diminished over the years. Cheetahs are characterized by their slender build, long legs, long tail, and a flexible spine, which all work together to enable them to achieve incredible speeds. Their tawny coats are marked with distinctive black spots, and they have black tear-like streaks on their faces. They have a high concentration of nerve cells in the center of the eye, which gives them improved vision, which is essential for identifying prey and tracking them at high speeds. Unlike other large cats, they are unable to roar and have a meow more in common with domestic cats. They are poor tree climbers because their body is highly adapted for speed, but they can ascend to lower branches for strategic purposes, although this is not very common. Unlike most cats, they only have semi-retractable claws, which are blunt and thick, and also aid them in running and hunting. They have large nasal passages, heart, and lungs, which allow them to rapidly regain stamina after sprinting. Cheetahs prefer open grassland and savannas with some cover, providing them with the perfect environment to hunt and survive. They can also inhabit semi-desert and mountainous terrain. Cheetahs are diurnal carnivores. They combine stealth, strategy, and explosive speed to capture their prey, which are primarily small to medium-sized antelopes like impalas and Thompson's gazelle. They stalk their prey before making a swift chase. They will use cover such as tall grass or bushes to stalk their prey, getting as close as possible before attacking. Once within range, usually 50 to 70 meters, cheetahs accelerate rapidly, reaching speeds of over 100 kilometers per hour. Their long spines actually stretch out to give them longer strides. They can accelerate their speed by 10 kilometers per hour in a single stride, although they cannot sustain this for more than 20 to 30 seconds, so accuracy is very important. Using their tail as a rudder to keep up with the twists and the turns of their target, they then decelerate to match the speed of their prey once they're in striking range. They often use their front paws to trip their prey, targeting the hindquarters. This technique helps bring down the prey quickly and safely. Once the prey is down, cheetahs use a strangulation hold by biting the throat, cutting off the prey's air supply. They can hunt cooperatively, and this is common in male coalitions of not usually more than 5. This enables them to use coordinated strategies. For instance, some will stalk prey while the others will make their presence known as a distraction. This also enables them to take down larger prey like wildebeest. Techniques like these are developed over time as a coalition learns to work together. They are vulnerable to having their prey stolen by larger predators like lions and hyenas, and so working together makes it easier to defend their catch. Cheetahs are diurnal and are particularly active at dusk and dawn, but they can also spend much of the day resting or sleeping, especially in hot climates. During these times, coalitions will take turns keeping watch for predators. They groom to maintain their coats, and youngsters in particular will play in order to develop their hunting skills. Females are solitary, while males often form coalitions. These coalitions are typically made up of brothers and help them to defend their territories, whereas solitary males often wander and do not hold territories against coalitions. Despite their speed, cheetahs face threats from larger predators like lions, leopards, hyenas, and even crocodiles won't miss an opportunity for a meal. These predators often target cheetah cubs, making their survival a real challenge. Males are generally slightly larger in all aspects. Cheetahs typically stand between 67 and 94 centimeters at the shoulder. Head and body length tends to be between 112 and 150 centimeters, with a long tail of between 60 and 84 centimeters. This can give them a total length of 2.3 meters. Adults typically weigh between 21 and 65 kilograms. Females gestate for 90 to 95 days. After which they give birth to a litter of 1 to 8 cubs, with 3 to 4 being the average. They are born blind, with their eyes opening 4 to 11 days after birth. They are also born with a thick grey mantle, which seems to mimic a honey badger, although they lose this at around 3 months of age. They are nursed for about 3 to 6 months and start tearing at meat from as young as 5 weeks old. Cubs are highly vulnerable, with only 50% surviving to 3 months and fewer than 1 in 10 reaching adulthood in areas with high predator densities. Their mother will introduce them to hunting by bringing back live prey for them to practice catching. They start participating in hunts from the age of around 1 year and soon learn to make their own kills. Cubs will leave their mother at the age of between 12 and 20 months. Young males may form coalitions at this point, and females may conceive before they are 2 years old. In the wild, cheetahs typically live to 14 years, whilst in captivity they can live to 20 years. Cheetahs are listed as vulnerable on the International Union for Conservation of Nature Red List, with fewer than 7,100 remaining in the wild. The Asiatic cheetah is particularly vulnerable, with only 12 estimated to be surviving in Iran. Their main threats are habitat loss and fragmentation, human-wildlife conflict, poaching and trafficking with a growing illegal pet trade, as well as the historical competition with other predators. However, various conservation efforts are underway to protect their habitat and to reduce conflict with humans.